Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video we are going to talk about the update stuff in the EJS with SQL Server DB. I have been posting videos for adding or other stuff to be done with the Node.js and Express Server. So in this video we'll cover how to update the record and then get it connected with the SQL DB. So if you have not already watched those videos, please do see those videos. They are with part 9, 8 and so on, where you could have like all the information, how I've kind of moved from hard-coded data in the non-persistent data in the Express server to a SQL Server DB. So let's get our hands dirty and see how we could probably utilize the SQL DB for an update part also. So friends, let's see how we could use the edit action to actually now change these records. We could change, let's say you want to change the name or anything. These records are coming from the database. We actually did it in the last video. So if you see this, this is the department video in SQL Server. We have like 4 records and I created this 50 number record in the last video. So we are going to use the edit command and see how we could change it. So let's go back and check it out how the edit command would work. Now the edit command is when we press the edit button, so it actually pops up the department number and as well as give you the option to change that. So now here it is actually sending an AJAX request to the update department, which is this one. So we have that, and now this was actually being used to actually go through all the array of objects, and then where it matches, then we were actually trying to update that. But now because it is in the database, so we'll just try to kind of use it in that way. So let's say we'll close this one and we are getting this department ID and anything. So I'll just use the connects library. So I'll say connects, then the department is the table name, and then we'll say where ID is equal to, because if you see, go back to that, this is the department number, not the ID. So over here we'll change that department number, and this is where the ID comes, which is being passed out. And then I'll say dot update. Okay, so you want to update, and you just want to update, let's say only one thing, which is the department name. So I'll say D name, which is being captured out here. And then we could just use the then promise, which is the result, let's say, comes around. And then I could just simply say, let's say console.log, for example, row updated in the table. And then this actually represents the number of rows that is being affected. So we can just say count rows affected, and that's all. And then finally, if you want to kind of send something back to that AJAX call, so you could just send it back. So let's say we'll just cut this around and paste it over here so that this actually sends it back. So now this is the update command, which actually fires it within the database rather than the actual non-persistent data, like an array of objects. So let's give it a try and see whether this works or not. So we'll go into our application. I'll refresh it. So we'll say edit. So this is a test department. I just want to name it as test department. Let's say something like this. Now, if I click on save changes, okay, so refresh this around and let's see what has happened. It actually crashed out, and update department set name is equal to this string or binary data would be truncated. Okay, so it means probably we are giving too much of a name around. So what we could do here is, so we could just actually, let's say, restart the application. I'll try running the application one more time. So test department, and I'll just edit it. So rather than the test, I'll just simply say, test department. I'll just name the change from test dbt to test, and I'll save changes. Data was updated, and yes, the test has been updated. And why it didn't work? Because probably the field which the department name doesn't allow that much number of characters, so that's why it got truncated. Now if we go back to the database to verify it, because if you see this is test tpt, I'll select this and run this, so the department has also been updated. So with this probably you could see how we have changed that, the update record, just passing on a connects update query to actually update. You could update multiple fields out here. Whenever you are updating, you must need a where condition where the id should be, or where a serial number, or whatever the primary key is that's being used, so that you don't update the whole database. This is a normal principle. As a database guy, you should not run any update or delete query without the where condition, because otherwise it would affect the whole of the table, which may include like a 20 million or even 200 million records. So that's a kind of a thought process which I have learned over a period of time. So always run those update and delete queries with where condition. So I hope guys you like this video. I'll be coming back with the last part of this, that is deleting the data, where we'll change that and actually delete a record by passing the same, rather than in the array of objects, we'll do it with the SQL Server. So stay tuned guys, and I'll be coming up with more videos. And if you have not already subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe it. Thank you.